Here's the difference between the two control shafts, the control wheels and the shafts. So on the left is the old control wheels and shaft. On the right is the newer style that they started using, I believe, on the J model. So the control wheels are much nicer, but the biggest difference, and the reason why the yoke has to be changed out, is the way that they attach. You can see down here on the far end of the shaft, this half circle shape is off to the right. These are the right hand side, and on the old ones it's on the top. You can turn it 90 degrees and you can see that. And the difference is how it mounts to the yoke. So in back here I have the yoke off the plane, which is a 65, and you can see that this end, which rotates this way, and then the shaft sits in there and actually rotates around, and it hits these stops, which is what stops it from turning any farther. And on the newer one, this comes right off the side, which is why you have this, which sits in here. So you can't change those out. The other problem is you can't just change out the end. So you pull this end out, this is held on with a bolt, and it has a lock washer on the far side of it. And this one, you can see, has a castle nut. And the castle nut holds that on. This is actually integrated into the end here. Put the castle nut on, put a cotter pin through. But the problem is, if you go to try and put it into the old yoke to make it work, it won't go. It doesn't fit. Too big a diameter, and it won't go through. So the only way to do this swap is to actually swap out the yoke, which isn't terrible. You've got a few points that have to be you have to undo the ends anyway, and then other than that, you've got these 2 points that mount and this that mounts, and everything is actually the same dimensions. So it's really not a tough swap.